It's time to introduce the starting five for your Detroit Pistons. At point, 6'3", number 18, Corey Joseph. The man in the middle, standing 6'8", number 28, Isaiah Stewart. At 4'6", number 41, Sadiq Bey. The other guard, at 6'6", number 2, Cade Cunningham. At 4'6", number 9, Jeremy Grant. Your Detroit Pistons head coach is Dwayne Casey. This is your Detroit Pistons.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. We'll take a look at the Pistons. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Morant. Then it's Williams. And it's Bane in at the 2 guard. And for the Pistons, Bey and Grant are the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Stewart in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
Yes, Kevin, the major forces you know for sure. There are always some teams you just can't tell if they're legit or not.
Now, here's Joseph. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Stewart kicks to Cunningham. Kicks it out to Grant. Stewart trying to get open. Grant, that's good.
Bang, bang. Grant does a great job of transitioning from the catch into his shooting motion.
Adams with the screen on Joseph. Morant passes to Adams, and the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. He doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
And that one misses.
You know, guys, a fun fact about Steven Adams. He was the first New Zealander to ever get picked in the first round of the draft, and he continues to represent his home country well.
Here's Morant following the basket by Cade Cunningham. And finished up by Morant.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Here's Cunningham following the score by Memphis. Over Adams. Again, the Pistons good for two.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Bain. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. It's Morant with the drive. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You gotta be faster than that to beat Ja Morant to the spot. He's too explosive.
Stewart kicks to Cunningham. In the corner, Bay with him. Stewart, a screen for Bay. They get a hand on it. Williams with the steal. Pass to Morant. Here's Bain. Outside, Williams takes a 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Bay against Williams, just 4 to shoot. From 20 feet out, and Detroit again with the bucket. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Adams with the screen on Joseph. Morant, the bounce pass. And Grant sends it back.
You see how quickly Grant gets off the floor, sending that one back. Airmail.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he's good on the 3 ball. Williams has got 6 points. Pistons trailed by 3. Cunningham sets a screen for Joseph. Stewart passes to Cunningham. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Memphis. Here's Bay. Lock at 6. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Releases. Oh, that's blocked. Bain passes to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Cunningham looking it over. Another 3 for Detroit.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Morant. He has 6. Outside Jackson from deep, and again it's Memphis with the 3.
Jackson
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Cunningham passes to Joseph, and here is Grant. Cunningham with it. Pass to Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
The pass to Bain. Now here's Adams, guarded by Stewart, tries from 10, and he comes up with the deuce.
You gotta bring more than that to stop Steven Adams, using that strength to fight through contact.
Passes it to Bay. And another three for Detroit.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
And so here's Memphis, following the three by Detroit. Morant drives in. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pistons trailed by 4. And here's Cunningham. Makes it off the glass. Cunningham's got 6. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Another day, another dime. Ja Morant has that pass-first mentality, keeping his teammates involved.
The Pistons have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Pass to Grant. Lets it go with a 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Morant against Joseph. Pass to Bain. Screen by Adams. Here's Bain, and the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. Olenek, he's checked in for the Pistons. Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Checking in for the Grizzlies.
On defense, the Pistons trailing by 2. Jackson, a screen on Olenek. 5 on the clock. Anderson dishes to Jackson. Payne for 3, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Basketball.
A different look here for Detroit. Diallo comes in for Cunningham, and Hayes subbed in for Joseph. Tillman, he's checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Bain. Here's Morant. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
So it's Detroit now. 4-point game. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. The pass to Tillman. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And Anderson kicks to Morant. The kick out to Williams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Williams has got 9.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention, got his teammate a clean look.
Now Grant. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Here's the floater. And here's Olenek from the arc. And he recovers it. And Grant slams it home.
It's so good to watch Grant do his thing on offense. He loves leaping up and dropping the hammer.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Anderson the screen. Now here's Melton. He's guarded by Diallo. A three-pointer is right on target. 12 points for him.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Detroit's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Bay with it. He's got 8. Olynyk, a screen on Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Tries from the block. It's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Melton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that one, good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Passes to Bay. Grant surveying the D. Down low. A slam dunk by Diallo.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
Memphis leading by 4. Morant left side. And finished off by Morant.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And here are the Pistons now. What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent 3-ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
And Anderson gets it to go.
Way to convert through contact, Kyle, with excellent body control.
And here's Hayes. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Hayes with the screen for Bay. Pass to Diallo. Shoots over Melton. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
1:46 left in the first quarter. Olynyk, a screen on Morant. Cuts off the pass. Taken away by Hayes. And here's the break. Here's Grant. Oh, that was something else.
You know, there's some power to Jeremy's game now. He's become hard to knock off balance.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant surveying the D. Anderson with the screen for Morant. And Grant sends it back. He lobs it up. A slam dunk by Diallo.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And the Grizzlies with possession. Morant outside. Pass to Williams. Here's Tillman. Olynyk is covering. Tillman passes to Melton. Good on the triple. Melton's got 5 points so far.
Outstanding start from 3-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Hayes finds Diallo. Grant outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 13.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Anderson against Grant. Fires from 14. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his 2nd bucket.
And the difficulty defending Anderson from mid-range. He has a number of go-to moves from that distance.
Morant with a wide-open look. Again, Memphis.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
Grizzlies basketball.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson and Jackson inside. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Bane in at shooting guard. Now here's Cunningham. He has 6. Grant sets a screen for Cunningham. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." Coach Casey says, "If we bring the same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen." Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. And that one falls for Jackson. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at trying to balance things out.
And the basket by Jones. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Stewart kicks to Joseph. Stewart with the screen on Jones. 4 on the clock. Count the basket.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Joseph against Jones. Now the pass to Concho. There's the one for Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
One thing that makes Jaren such a great alley-oop target is his hands, measured at enormous 10 inches long.
Now here's Joseph. Here's Lyles. Here's Cunningham. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Anderson against Lyles. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Jackson. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Jones against Joseph. Jones the pass to Jackson. Stewart with the steal. Pass to Joseph. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Back to Stewart. Up and in on the layup. Stewart's got his second basket of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Anderson. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Now here's Anderson. 10-point lead. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. The lead now in single digits. Jackson's got his first points of the night. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Feeds it to Jones. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
Take a break.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And he knocks down the first one. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's guarded closely. And the dunk by Stewart.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball after the basket by Detroit. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Jones. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Now, here's Cunningham, guarded by Jackson. And Cunningham with the slam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Bain following the bucket by the Pistons. Here's Jackson. And the Grizzlies tack on two more.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot. No problem.
For the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Mavericks. And over his 4 years at TCU, Desmond Bain shooting 43% from long range. And Steve, he has not slowed down in the NBA.
The Grizzlies, can you believe, took him with the final pick of the first round in 2020. That's great value, getting a floor spacer with size that late.
Adams with the screen on Joseph. Jones dishes to Jackson. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Here's Jones. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Picked by Clark. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose.